Welcome back, folks. You've made it to video 10. Congratulations again. You're almost there. You almost have all the knowledge that you need to start your show if you haven't already, which I hope you already have. I hope you're feeling it. So today on video 10, the perfect time to broadcast. What is the perfect time? What time is it? Look, I get this question all the time. When is the perfect time? How often is the perfect amount of shows? What is the perfect time of day, to do this and do that? Look, I love to say we live in a world of Twitter, right? Hashtag it's time. It's time right now. It was time yesterday. It's the time before that. I will tell you this, the perfect time to broadcast is right now. It is right now. It's right tomorrow. If you think about it, if you thought about it yesterday, you should have done it yesterday. That's when the perfect time is, right? There is no perfect time that's perfect for everyone, right? People constantly ask when, how often. The flat out truth, you want to know the truth of broadcasting, the truth of timing and how often and how many? Consistency. That's it. Now, people have a tendency to confuse consistency with daily. You do not have to post your show daily. You don't, okay? It can be weekly. It can be twice a week or twice a month. It can be monthly. It doesn't matter. The point is consistency, right? And why is this the truth to when is the perfect time? Because people need to know, your audience needs to know when to expect the next content, okay? If you, now again, consistency doesn't mean you can't change. For example, let's say you start putting your video out every Thursday of the week for a month and you just figure out, you know what? I got more to talk about. People are accepting the show, they want more, and I got more to talk about. Then change your show to twice a week or 3 times a week or daily or whatever. You can make changes. Your audience will accept if they're enjoying your content. Again, back to TV shows, right? What do good TV shows give us when we really like it? They give us more of that content, right? The perfect time to broadcast is what's perfect for you. If you have the ability to broadcast every other day at 11 o'clock in the morning, great. 11 o'clock is the perfect time to broadcast, all right? It really is. The perfect time to broadcast is the middle ground between when you can broadcast, the perfect time for you, and the perfect time for your audience. And oh, by the way, I'm going to tell you again, this is the benefit of using live video or video in general. Because when you go live, again, it's recorded by whatever platform you use, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. It's going to save that video for people to be able to consume whenever they are consume it. I will tell you this, don't get caught up in when people are telling you to broadcast, because guess what? You can't make everybody happy. Don't try. You get caught up in that wheel, you will never get off. That's why the perfect time to broadcast is when you have time to broadcast, right? Somebody will always want it earlier. Somebody will always want it later. Somebody will always want it before or after, or the day before or the day after. Don't get stuck on that wheel. Decide how you're going to be consistent. Decide how you can deliver the information that you want to deliver, when you can deliver it, when is it realistic for you to create the next show and get it posted and get it marketed and whatever. Decide your plan, your process, right? And then just do it consistently. Consistency is the key, right? Decide what the best time for you is and your audience, and then just do it, right? That's the key to the perfect time to broadcast. Again, I said it's when the perfect time for you, but you've got to do it, folks. We've talked about this in almost every video, right? You've got to do it. The only way your show can be successful is if you sit down and you do it. You write your content, you make your plan, you take your time and learn your teases, right? And that kind of stuff. You got to put it, eventually you got to put it in action, right? When I teach the 101 ways to lead generate, when I do the seminars, before we even ever actually get into the 101 ways, before I start my presentation on the book, okay, I have everybody all across the country get into action, meaning literally I've got hundreds of people sitting in front of me. I make them all get out their cell phones. I've started presenting. I make them get out their cell phones and I make them type into their text. I give them 5 minutes. I always put a clock up and put a 5-minute clock on the way. We're going to get leads right now. You came to a training about getting a lead. We're going to get leads right now. I want everybody to take out their cell phone. I want you to type this message in and I want you to send it to every person in your contact list you feel comfortable with. I want you to say, all it is say, hey, I'm in a class about lead generating, right? I'm in a competition. Competition is key. People like to help. I'm in a competition in a class about lead generating. Do you know anyone that wants to buy, sell, lease a home, right? It's only the next 5 minutes. Give them a time frame. And you go on to the next person, you send it again, you send it again, you send it again. I'm in a competition. I've only got 5 minutes. Do you know anybody, right? Okay. We've created hundreds of leads in 5 minutes. I remember this one. It was a new agent in San Antonio. I was doing the presentation, and without even understanding it, when I say new agent, I think she was only in business 60 or 90 days when she sat in this class. And she was sitting there and she was going through her contacts. And what she didn't know is when she sent it to one of her contacts in her phone, that particular contact had recently switched jobs and gone from whatever she was doing to being a builder's agent for a small builder in San Antonio. And by sending that text, she's like, oh my God, I didn't even know you had started in real estate. Here's, I think it was 5 or 10 or 15 people that had came into the builder, right, that needed an agent. All of a sudden, this lady, 60, 90 days in, has this amazing contact where she got 10, 15 real leads, real referrals from someone that trusts her, like that. Now, that's a powerful thing, right? What does that have to do with the perfect time? That was the perfect time. She got into action. Action leads to great things. One of my best things about 2018, 2019 has been, and believe me, it's been a challenge, is that if you think it, just do it. Deal with the ramifications later. Maybe it wasn't the best post. Maybe it wasn't the best show. Maybe it wasn't the best episode. Maybe it wasn't the best of whatever, but I guarantee it was better than everybody else that didn't do a thing. Okay? Get it out there. Try different things, make some mistakes, learn. Believe me, I'm the king of making mistakes, right? But again, I don't remember which businessman it said it or which philosophizer that said it, right? Show me the most successful people and I'll show you the people that have made the most mistakes, right? I believe that in a theory. The perfect time to broadcast is when it's the perfect time for you. Just decide and be consistent. Just decide that I'm going to do this once a week. I'm going to do this. Now, I will tell you, as part of this perfect time to broadcast, just because your show is going to go live once a week, and I believe I've mentioned this in a previous class or course, is that doesn't mean you don't need to write content every day. You don't need to practice every day. You can record videos 5 days a week. It doesn't mean that you have to post 5 days a week. You can pick the one that was that day and post it on that Friday and auto post it and that kind of stuff. Statistically speaking, for us in the real estate world, you know that people are on, they just actually released the numbers for 2018. And statistically speaking, again, y'all know at this point I'm a stat nerd, I'm an information junkie, so I read all these crazy, stupid articles that nobody else reads. But there was an article about the stats from 2018 are the 3 best hours of the day that people are on real estate sites, right? They compiled all the information from Zillow and Realtor.com and all these big, huge websites, right? Statistically speaking, when are the 3 hours that people are on real estate websites the most? 11 o'clock in the morning, I guess everybody gets to work and then it gets towards lunchtime and they get bored with what they're doing, right? 6:30 to 7:30 at night, there's that hour block right there. I guess it's, again, we ignore our children during dinner time apparently. I don't. My wife doesn't let me on my phone about that time of night, but hey, whatever, right? And you know when the third one is? 2 o'clock in the morning. 2 o'clock in the morning. All right? I don't know about you, but I'm not Facebook Living at 2 o'clock in the morning. My wife will get really, really angry at me. However, right, the video that I did that day, if it's got a great tease on it, a great title, right, they're still going to be able to click it and get to that video at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's the power of video and podcasting and the information, getting it out there. If you've got it available when they want to consume it, they're gonna consume it, right? So the best time, the perfect time, the right time to broadcast is when it's right for you, which I hope you started yesterday. If you didn't, finish this video, stop everything you're doing, turn on a camera, turn on your phone. Where's my phone? Turn on your phone, right? Turn it on, turn on the record button, and get something recorded. You just need to do it, right? Get done with this. Get that video recorded, and then get to the absolute next one. The next one, video number 11, okay? And this kind of goes to, if you haven't recorded anything yet, I'm going to teach you in the very next video how to overcome your fear. How to overcome that fear of getting on this camera, okay? Get to the next video. We'll see you on that side, all right? Talk to you soon.